Start recording. I'm going to do a test. Let's see how this all goes. So, all right. Now, obviously, you're seeing me full screen. Okay, now let's try that. There we go. Okay. So I can now see what's going on. Cool. Okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Sitting on top. Okay, well, let me get into this gay. I'll show you what I've been doing. Come on. You can do it, computer Dora. And it's time there, Figma. So, what I've been working on today is I've been modifying this header bar. Let's see, so drop down, yes. Alright, oh, hi. Are you not gonna move for me? Is it because you are in a, yeah, okay, that's why. My bad. I forgot that there was already an auto layout there, right there. Of course, I hate this. Figma, can you please stop messing with my layer organization? Just, let's go top down, please. I am really tired of this bottom layers on top thing. It's driving me nuts. So I am coming to you guys with new Logitech equipment. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you guys are hearing me on the Yeti X and seeing me on this guy, the stream cam. That guy right there. That's what you're looking from. That's what it looks like on my end. So and then here's the Yeti X. I guess that's what it. There it is. That's what it looks like. So. Hopefully it's all working and doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, now let's get back into this. So I got, no, yes. Okay, so then we're going to start with the yes there. And what I am going to do is delete that guy. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a second. Let's go down. Delete the background there. See the pill form come out. Okay. So what I've done here is I've made this header bar. So we have a thing that we are introducing. It's called Mini Charm. It looks like a D's. So, anyways, what this is a miniature form of a bigger feature, essentially a call center and a notification center. Let's say they wanted to lease a 10x10 space in their facility in Reno. You can see here, this would be like if they called in and they're like, hey, I want to reserve a 10x10. Awesome. Sort out all of the pricing, and then they'll be able to move in. My hopes is this program will help with that. Anyways, Mini Charm is something that's going to populate the right side of the screen here. You can see it's going to be a stacking notification system. So what you're seeing here is if I was to tap on reservations or missed calls in this case, I get a list of missed calls that I've had in the last 3 days. And this is the list starting with the most current at the top. And then I can scroll through this list. It shows 6.5. If it goes beyond 6 items, it'll go to like 6.5, and that tells you, okay, I can scroll. This number tells you, all right, there's 50 in here. Let's say I have someone that's calling in. I can see who's calling in, their information. I have these access buttons that'll launch whatever it is in the main window behind here. And this will, so if it's a lead, I can click this lead button and then I can start filling in all the information for the lead that I need. If it's a move-in date or move-out date, or I can do all of the management right from here, at least the launch points. So what I was initially showing you is this header bar right here with the controls added to it. Now this was an afterthought, so this was something that was added in at a later time, and this is how they chose to do this. Again, not something I would prefer or recommend. However, this is what they chose to go with. And my issue here, if let's say, and you can kind of see like a little sliver here. Now this is supposed to be able to scroll. However, this active window cannot go off the screen. So what's going to happen is everything, I believe, everything scrolls. And now I don't know where this active window, I don't know if everything scrolls underneath the active window or if the active window goes off screen. I don't know. But to me, this is not a good way of communicating or organizing this information. Right now, what we're seeing is I'm in an active call. I have an active call window open. What I have the ability to do is all of these functions here. Not only that, I can put them on hold, and I can hang up the phone call. I can also use this little drag icon here to drag this window outside of this docked area, and this will put it in a free float state that will float anywhere on the screen that I put it. And then if I drag it back in, it'll show an area where this will snap. It's always going to snap to the top right. Again, I don't know how that functions. I believe it just stays here. It's never going to move unless I was to pull it out. So here's all some of the screens that we have flows for. This is different scenarios. All the scenarios for the stories are written here. This is what the criteria is. All the needs for this story. And these are the flows that show and demonstrate what those are. So what I am currently trying to do is organize. This was not thought through at all. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to put this guy out here, and let's say that the screen resolution, instead of being, this is at 1600 width, let's say it's going to be a 1280 screen. So I'm going to go to a small 1280 screen. I'm going to put it at 1280. So here, let's just put in the numbers here. 1280. Well, now we're in a dilemma here, because now I have overlapping elements, and this is not good. So we needed a way to have like a minimized view while keeping to the functionality of the menu. So what we decided on was that we could go and do a minimized view, and this puts everything clumped into this one pill. So this actually has accumulated all of the numbers, all of the amounts of items within each individual category, and added them up. And so now we're at 99 plus is the largest it will go. So no matter if there's 1,000 or if there's 100, it'll always say 99 plus. Now, if we're at 99 or below, it'll say 99, and then it would say the number. So, for instance, if this was, let's say there was 4 items, well, then we would be in that situation. So it would look like that. Anyways, for the time being, we'll keep it at 99 plus. What am I trying to say? What I decided to do was, okay, let me come back here and let me put some interactive elements or indicators so that the user understands, okay, this is what's happening. Hopefully this is a little bit more clear. I haven't tested this. This is just a theory, and this is kind of my way of trying to solve this. I don't like the fact that This is the same color background as this. I did do a small drop shadow, and this will be over top of a white background. I mean, you can barely see, you can kind of see that drop shadow, barely. But anyways, okay. So what I tried to do here, and this was my thinking, was if a user was to click here, the entire area of the button would actually, kind of fill the entire area to this background color. And then you would get this drop down that came down, and it's all attached. And this side right here has no radius, and then all the other corners have an 8 radius value. So you can see that. So top left corner has no radius, and then all the others have a value of 8 pixels as its radius. And so that kind of ties these, and this is stacked right underneath this button. So it's associated with it. So when I make the action, when I do the action, I will get this drop down. They're both connected. So I'm hoping that helps connect these two elements together. Now, when I do that, let's say if I was to click out or click this button again, it would go back to this state, this pill form state. So when I interact with it, when it's open, it fills to this rectangle, and then I get my drop down. If I was to select on any of these, so for instance, if I clicked on reservations, not only would the window pop up, this drop down would suck back in, and then the box would change from the orange background with white text to a white background with orange text. And this would indicate, okay, there's been a selection in here. It will remain in this color form. If as soon as I make the reservation click, the window would pop up, this would hide and go back into a pill form. However, the color change has happened. So now I've noticed, or I see something that is a completely different state. And so something is different about this object. So if I was to interact with it again, or if I close down the window with the X in the corner, and I can show you that in the actual flows, but if I was to interact with the window itself that was open and I closed it, this obviously would not be selected anymore, and it would go back to this orange state. So this is telling me if I was to interact with this and I turned it on, I would hide all of this content in the right-hand panel that you can scroll. So this is kind of a hide all situation. If I was to interact with it the way that it was before, it would go into this state. The toggle would look like this. However, this all remained in this orange state. So there was no change as far as the look of, there was no like disabled state. It looks as though I'm not able to interact with these elements in the header bar here, unless I was to unhide all of the content, at which point it now becomes interactable again. So with that said, that's what I was trying to solve here, was in this reduced state, in this form, when let's say there's not enough room for the full menu bar, I need this minimized state. How would it look if I was to interact with, so let's say I click this button here? Well, okay. Oh, that didn't follow. That's a problem. Okay, well, good. I now see that I need, how do I do that? Oh, I know. Okay. So this would need to actually, instead of being constrained with the left side, I need to constrain it with the right. And that would solve that issue. So I need to do that for all of these guys. So it's cool. You know, sometimes you don't see all of these scenarios or fully understand what could happen. Oftentimes I try to foresee problems like this, but in this state, or in this case, I did not catch that. So good thing I did. Okay, so now it should still theoretical, but it should have moved with it, and there it is. So now it should be aligned. Yep, everything's all good. Okay, so in this case, I have interacted with this pill form. It then gives me my drop down, tells me, hey, I got a drop down active. I can see my drop down. I can see my selection options. And let's say I select reservations. So in here, I'm going to go ahead and select reservations. And again, you now see interactive element that I started with is now white with the orange text telling me I have something selected within its contained content. So if I was to make this reservation selection, the drop down then goes away. I now get my pill form back, and I now will see my window that says reservation. And I can show you that like so. So I would get this window here, and this is that X I was talking about. If I was to close that window, this obviously would then go to a normal state like these guys. It wouldn't be an active state. So that is essentially what I wanted to show you and what I wanted to go over, and how I wanted to test out this equipment. So hopefully this was of value, and I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out ways to edit this video. Hopefully I can get that done, but if not, bear with me. I'm still in the process of setting all this stuff up. This is my first attempt at using these two pieces of equipment. They are awesome, and I can't wait to see how they work. So with that said, thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys think about this, about my process, about my thoughts, about what I demonstrated and what I'm showing, and what you guys think about my solutions for the minimized state of that header bar. And I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you, and take care. Bye.